Hello, and welcome to my channel. I am Lady Calamere, and I am doing my 150-second video. Yep, 150-second video, and it will be on the Egyptian goddess Mut. Mut. Who is she? What is she? She is the ancient mother. She is the primordial goddess. She was born from the Nun with no father. She arose out of the watery abyss. No one gave birth to her. She was self-created. She becomes the wife of Amun, who later is known as Amun-Ra. She was, the original triad was Amun, Mut, and Mentu. Later on, Mentu was replaced by Khonsu, the moon god, whom I already did a presentation on her. And we have Joker. Come on up, Joker. Show up your new collar and your new bow and your new bell. Come on, show everyone. Oh, no. You hear the bell, though? It's new. Joker. Hello, baby. So, Mut. And before I go on, well, I'm trying to show this off. This beautiful card comes from the Kemetic Tarot by Michael Coles. You can get it on Amazon like I did. I don't know where else to get it. I guess you can get it on eBay or your local pagan store if they have it. So Mut, as you see by the card, she's wearing the crown of the two kingdoms, the red and white crown that unites Upper and Lower Egypt, Northern and Southern Egypt. This crown is called a Pschent. P-S-C-H-E-N-T. So, and that is the crown of the two lands. She is seen here clothed in red and white, but sometimes also blue. Her main bird is the vulture, the white vulture. And the vulture was really interesting because the vulture represents the mother. And the ancient Egyptians, okay, so the white vulture doesn't have any markings distinguishing between the male and female. So they assumed that it was all female and that these vultures can procreate by themselves. There he is with his new bow tie and bow. His new bow tie and his collar. Look at that. Ew. And a new bell. Show the whole world off your new self. So Mut, her other animals, where she absorbs certain qualities of different goddesses, or she literally swallows them up. But her other animals, because of that, is the snake, the cow, the lioness, and the cat. And of course, the white vulture, which is like the also called like a griffin vulture. And she wears, sometimes if she's not wearing the crown, she's wearing the vulture headdress. But we see here in this card the vulture headdress as well as the crown. And the vulture, of course, represents the mother goddess. And we see in one of my last videos on the goddess Isis, I said she absorbs the qualities of Mut into herself, where you see her with the headdress of the vulture. So here we have Mut as the Empress card, which describes her well since she is an all-mother figure. Now, interesting enough, from what I understand, is in later stories, since Mut doesn't have a father, so I think this is later patriarchal influences on her, that Mut is a mother, but she cannot give birth. So she adopts Mentu. And then later on adopts Khonsu, and Khonsu replaces Mentu. And the reason why Khonsu replaces Mentu, well, it's one of the reasons is that in her main temple, there was a lake that's shaped like a moon, a crescent moon. So they said, oh, no, we're replacing Mentu with Khonsu. And of course, Khonsu is very much loved and is of the moon. So you have a moon, Mut, and Khonsu. As you can see here, she's sitting on her royal throne. She's holding the Ankh. And with her other hand, she gives some blessings. As you see, she's bestowing blessings onto the onlooker. She's in her temple. And her main temple was in Karnak, Thebes. Mut was originally like a local goddess, and later on becomes a national goddess, a major goddess. And that's what happens in some of the Egyptian deities. They are minor and they become major. Oh, before I go on, I want to say I did get tickets. I got a ticket to see August Burns Red in February. I love metal music. Check them out. I'm so excited. I can't wait for my concert in February. August Burns Red. Okay, so yeah, you got a new collar, baby boy. Joker's here. You're just so cute. It's a Halloween collar. I put a different collar on him, and it was, the bow was too big, and the collar was not right. It was not a Halloween, but it had a jack-o'-lantern in it, and it was an orange collar, but it was just too big for him. But he graduated to a bigger collar because you're a big boy now. I'm a big boy. Yes, you are. So Mut is the goddess of motherhood. She's the goddess of creativity. She helps us to give birth. Not just, she helps women to give birth, to become pregnant. She's the goddess of all women, of all phases of women. She's the goddess of children. She's the goddess to help animals become fertile, for women to become pregnant and to give birth in a safe childhood. However, it's not just the birth of a child. It could be a birth of a project. She can help you with the birth of an idea. Maybe a birth of a new spiritual tradition. There's so many Wicca traditions. Maybe she can help you build one that will be very successful. She can help you on new prospects in life, to help your life to nurture and nourish your life through a new job, through that new job, through that promotion. You know, she can help you with that. So, and later on, in later terms, sometimes she's described as a woman with some male appendages, where she's almost like an hermaphrodite, But I think that was later patriarchal thinkings because of her all motherness. No, baby! Please don't break my goddess statue. I use this statue as just a representation of many of the mothers because I do not have a proper statue of Mut. What you doing? No, don't knock over the phone. No, look what you. Stop. So her spiritual days, I mean her worship days, her feasts and festivals were held in August 18th and June 12th. So that's August 18th and June 12th. She's known by many titles: the Queen of the Gods, Mother of Mothers, are you gonna stop? Mistress of the Nine Bows, Wandering Goddess, Lady of Isheru, Lady of Heavens. Could you stop? Great Mother. She was also called an Eye of Ra, and there were many Eyes of Ra, as I discussed: Ma'at, Sekhmet, Pakhet, Bast. Also, through in some titles, she's known as an Eye of Ra. Hatshepsut was very dedicated to her. Who is Hatshepsut? She was the first woman to become pharaoh. Not just a queen, but the king. A woman who would become king. She becomes the first pharaoh. So, and her successor tried to wipe her out. Not only because this was pharaohs did to each other, but also he didn't like the fact that that the pharaoh was a woman. So she was a woman of ultimate power. So some of the stones that represent her, crystals, are the star sapphire, the pearl, opal, and agates. So that's again pearl, agates, opal, and a star sapphire. She is a goddess to help you with your power. She is a goddess of great power. Mut is a goddess of great power. In fact, the queens were also at one time considered her priestesses. She is a god. When I talk to you about promotions, she is a goddess of wealth, abundance, prosperity, and finances. She's a goddess of promotions. She is also a great goddess of protection. Some of the goddesses that she absorbs into herself, some of the powers is later on is Het-Heret, which is Hathor, Sekhmet, Bast, and many others. Mut, like a mother, will protect her children. Even though she also Renen Nutet, forgot. Ren and Utet, the snake goddess. No, she's a snake. So she takes on that goddess. And sometimes she's called the different temples like Mut Sekhmet Bast, Mut Bast, Mut Sekhmet. So some of the colors you can use with Mut, and I wanted to use this new altar because Egyptians did like their gold. But some of the colors that you could use with Mut is, why are you being so cute? Joker, oh, you're holding your toy. I can't look at him. I can't look at him. No, don't look at him. He's holding his toy and he's kissing it. No. Blue, red, white, black, and even yellow, which makes sense with gold. So, hi, baby. You want attention? She is association like with the sky goddess. She's a sky Celeste. She's a sky goddess. She's also a goddess that deals with healing. She heals the soul. She heals the wounds of our body, mind, and spirit. She helps heal our emotions. She's a guide. She's a teacher. She's patient. But she is a mother. She gathers to her. Yes, she can caress, but she can also nurture, but she can also correct. She can correct her children. Oh, Joe didn't like that. He looked at me like, oh. She will correct as necessary. But she's not like violence like you would get from Sekhmet or from the earlier versions of Bast. Ooh, stop. You little silly boy. Yeah, she's sitting all over me and giving me kisses because I wouldn't pay attention to him when he was playing with his toy. So what does the word Mut mean? Before I forget. And we're talking about M-U-T, not N-U-T. Nut is a different goddess. Mut means mother. Mut means mother. For some reason, my phone just refocused when I said mother. But also is another word for vulture. It's vulture and mother. So we have a connection between the mother is the vulture. And we're not saying, how we say, oh, this person is a vulture, or when someone dies, here comes the vulture. So, but the vulture in here, in a sense, deals with life as well as death. The vulture dealing, in this sense, life as well as death. Amun, the god, the great god. Maybe one day I'll do a presentation on him. Oh, by the way, here's my statues of Ra in the background. Can you see them? When Amun arrived in Thebes around 2170 BCE, Mut was incorporated into his cult. think right around there was his wife. And her temple stands at the precincts of Karnak. In the quarter known as Asher, like Asher, the Queen of Heaven. You ever hear that goddess Asher? I'm thinking of something else. Sorry, thinking of something else. But Asher. Sorry, strike that from the record. Everyone will strike that from the record. Asher. Totally thinking of something else. So and actually this temple of in Karnak, the major big part of it was built by Amenhotep III. Also, Hatshepsut had things to deal with it, but even later kings, such as the Ptolemies, also really enjoyed and delighted in worshiping Wood, honoring this great goddess. I want to show you her hieroglyphs. I got this book right here. Oh, where did it go? Where did it go, George? Nope, that's Tefnut. One of her hieroglyphs and her represent. Why is this going out of focus? Is a vulture. Huh. This is from The Circle of Isis by Ellen Cannon Reed. Nope, there's no prayer to her. Oh well, not there. Ow, stop it! Stop! That hurts. That hurts me. You getting too playful. Yeah, you getting too playful. Too playful. Yeah, you are. I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted. I get distracted with kitties. Do you get distracted with kitties? I do. Oh my God. Stop. Ah, stop. No. Crap. I wanted to see if I could find another hieroglyphs of her. So I know. Let me see. Hieroglyphs. Never prepared. Never prepared. Let me see if I could find a hieroglyph. Crappity crap crap crap. Well, here's some pictures of her at least. Oh, you see some pictures of her. And there we are. Here it is. Oh, I think I found it. Yay! Name and hieroglyphs. Right here. And the translation of hieroglyphs is vulture, loaf of bread, which is a giver of food, egg, female fertility, and sign of a sitting goddess. That's what it says right there. I found it. So, okay, time to put away the thing before I start talking to you and going on Facebook. So she's also pronounced her alternative name is not just M-U-T. It's M-O-U-T. Moat, Moat, and Maut. M-A-U-T. Not to be confused with Ma'at. Totally different. She also wears a crown with a uraeus, which is a rearing cobra which spits uh, fire and fury, holy hell, at the enemies of the pharaohs. So her crown will spit fire at her enemies. I'm not watching you. He showed me his fucking toy. It's like a little human. And better than human. So other things about her, which is really cool, is that she really came to prominence in the New Kingdom. From 1550, well, the New Kingdom was from, uh, 50, around 1550, right around 1550. Well, around 1550 BCE to, oh, goodness sakes, 1070 to 1075 BCE. So from 1550 to around 1070 to 1075 BCE was the New Kingdom. So, and like I said, her origins was like a local goddess in the around the Nile Delta region, in which she simulate many, many more goddesses, sort of like a snowball rolling down the hill. And it absorbs more snow, and it absorbs more snow, and as it absorbs more snow, it becomes bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger till it's like a boulder of snow, just like some of the Egyptian deities, just like Mut. So she was the great mother of the triad of Waset, Waset, which is an ancient name for Thebes. Waset. Waset was an ancient name for Thebes, which became the capital of the pharaohs during the age of the New Kingdom, which was around again 1550 BCE to around 1070 to 1075 BCE, right around circa area. I should have wrote this down, but I don't write things down. I don't use notes, and I don't use a script. I love this altar cloth. Oh my god, it's so velvety. And I just got it in. So there are interior reliefs from the Karnak temple that shows evidence of daily worship and devotion by queens and her priestesses. In case you didn't know that. She is also, one of her titles is also World Mother. Forgot that. World Mother. So if you want to look at the Maiden Mother Crone or Maiden Warrior Mother Crone Sovereign Queen, I would look at her as a mother but also sovereign queen. And if I'm not, I'm not sure, but I believe it was Hatshepsut the first female pharaoh that had Mut wearing the double crown of Egypt. So I believe I'm about 90 to 95% sure of that. Yeah, I could be wrong, but I really believe it was Hatshepsut. So Mut becomes a composite deity of different deities. If you, like I said, Mut, Bos Sekhmet, Mut Sekhmet, Mut Bos, Mut Renet Tutet, Renu Renet Tutet. Sorry, again, it's a tongue twister for me. So Rome, after the Rome's conquest of Egypt, around 30 BC, the emperor, did you know the Emperor Tiberius rebuilt the site of Mut when it was flooded? And also his successor maintained its upkeep. Of course, eventually, as we know, Christianity comes into town, and Islam, and of course it eventually fell into disuse. But first Christianity, then Islam. So that's what happens. That's what happened. That's what I'm sticking to. So Mut can help us. She can guide us. She can prod us forward. She can help us attain things that we want, that we need, that we feel we have to have. So she is a god of attainment of happiness. Maybe attainment, maybe she can help us. She can help us, women, to become wives, to, to have a family, to become married. So a woman can marry that special white woman or that special man, and have a family. She can help men to find that special man or that special woman and have a family. She helps nurture us from what's in ourselves. I believe her worship also, of course, because of Rome, also like in the kingdom of Kush, which is present day Sudan. So the kingdom of Kush, she was also worshipped. So rulers also worshipped her, and some of them would say that I have, an ancestral line to Mut, and to establish her worship in order to emphasize their their divine authority to rule with the association of Mut. So Mut was seen as very beautiful, and as you see, she's stately, she's regal, she has authority and power, but also beautiful and matronly. You see her matronly. She's benevolent. She is in here the Empress, which is a perfect card for Mut. Why is this going out of focus? I have this on a good. There we go. So she's very matronly, as you see. Well dressed, rich, living the luxurious life. She can help us with that too. She can help us to have more things in our life that make us happy, that feed us, body, mind, and soul. So some of the, herbs that would represent her, like the trees and stuff, would be the sycamore tree, the aspen, cypress, and also the poppy flower. As for incense, resinous incense is great for her. Resinous, including myrrh. And perfumes, galbanum would represent her. So if you can get that, or use some myrrh oil, is fine, because myrrh resin incense represents her. So get her myrrh perfumes or myrrh essential oils. What to give this mother? What to give this mother as offerings? Bread is always a good thing. Milk, cream, beer, IPAs, which is mead, wine. There's MEAD, which is fermented honey. Then there's MEADE, which is wine with honey. So there's a difference. So MEADE is fermented honey made into an alcohol that you can get drunk on, or you can MEADE, which is wine with honey. Either one is fine. Chocolates and sweets and candies. Goddess cakes, the moon cakes, is perfect for her. Delicacies, because she's a queen, she's matron. You can give her French pastries. Give her delicacies, cheesecakes, but especially decked out cheesecakes. Give her fruits. Other ideas for her. Just trying to think of other ideas. Honey. Honeycombs. Make a nice spread for her. A plate, make it nice. You give her some of those, jellies, and make it really nice, or make a little plate for her. Remember, she's royalty. She's ancient. She's a queen. But she also takes humble offerings too. Give her honey cakes. And not everything that I'm saying is traditional. But it's what we have now. Honey cakes. Those Godiva chocolates, or those truffles, or the filled chocolates with cherries, the Queen Anne chocolates, the Ferrero Rochers. Something sensual. Something luxurious. Cakes with decadent frostings, or even like the what's that called? Royal frosting, I believe it's called. And or buttercreams. And these are just some ideas of what to give her. Give her a glass of water. If you want to make it special, get those, those alkaline waters, or those really Fiji water, and give that to her. Just some ideas. And remember, her feast days are August 18th and August 12th. Another name for her, epithet, we're going into names, sorry, Mother of the King. Mother of the King, as the kings said they descended from her. She is their mother. So, some people now overlook her. When you say Mut, they think, what, Ma'at or Nut? Oh, Nut is spelled wrong. It should be N-U-T. No, it's Mut. Not Mutt, like a dog. Like a mixed breed dog, a mutt. Mut. Some people say Mut. She's not a mixed breed of dogs. She can also be done with spells to gain respect, to have other people listen to you, take you into consideration. She's a goddess of pride, so to be proud of yourself and have other people look upon you with pride. She can also be using spells for belonging. Maybe bringing a family together, a family resolution. She's the goddess of togetherness. Gather around, family. Let's have a feast. Let's tell stories. Let's tell jokes. Let's be there for her, for each other. For she is the comfort of the mother. A true mother. Now, a true mother should be. She can help you and to get into places of places of power, prestige, and authority, if that's what you want. I can't guarantee it, but look at this beautiful how the borders of this. It's absolutely beautiful. I had to use it for the goddess. So offer her jewelry too. Gold, silver, pretty jewelry, gems, money, cash, coins. So anyways, I really hope you like this presentation. And also another thing that you can give her are two mirrors. One gold and one silver. The gold one is going to represent symbolically the sun, and the other is the moon, which basically you're giving her the sun and the moon. So she does like mirrors. Like hand mirrors, a gold and a silver one. So what else do I want to say about her? So like I said, there's a sacred lake at her temple Karnak that was in shape of a crescent moon. So you can give her images of the moon to represent her son. That later on say that she adopted the moon, and the sun to represent Amun Ra. Which Ra is the sun god. So other things about her. I'm just trying to think. Well, so and also her priestess served, of course, as oracles, and it also included her rituals of drinking and music. So this is just some ideas. So if also really interesting in the 18th dynasty, the pharaoh Hatshepsut, remember she was a woman, helped with the temple of Mut at Karnak, or helped like build or rebuild it. So just some interesting things. Anyways, if you like my video, please give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give me a thumbs down. I so far haven't gotten a thumbs down. I thank you for all the subscriptions. If you like my video, please subscribe so that my channel can grow. And I know I'm doing a good job. When you give me the likes, it lets me know I did a good job. I thank you for all the comments. I tried to respond to each and every one as soon ASAP. So hit me up in the comments. Have you worked with Mut? Did you know about her? What do you think about her? So, has she ever helped you? Is she someone you're willing to communicate with? So if you like my video, please subscribe. Hit that subscription button so you never miss a video. Send my video to your friends and family and Facebook groups and your internet handles. And I don't have a Patreon account, so please take your money and give it to needy animals and also to needy families and children, or donate some clothes, some gently used clothing, or some towels, or even buy socks for homeless shelters. I heard that's something that they like to get is socks. Keep the people, help some shoe wear. Maybe you have some shoes that you don't want anymore that are still really good. Think about donating them. I had a little bit of an emergency today. Joker and Loki had to get a shower, and they love showers. They knocked over my Florida water. Full bottle of Florida water, and broke the bottle and went all over the floor, and they went into it. I had to quickly wash them off, and my friend was here. He wiped it down, the floor, and I had to give them a shower, which they were happy about for the most part until I got the spray Dawn. I always keep Dawn on me for that reason. And I washed their pawsies, get all that stink off, because it was just too much. I love Florida water, but that much. And they're okay. They didn't drink any of it. So, and they weren't thrilled about being dried with a towel, but hey, cats will be cats. And Joker's the one who knocked it down, by the way. But they're okay. I kept my Florida water on the bookshelf with my occult books, and he just decided to knock it down. It was a fun thing to do for him, I guess. Watch it fall and go boom. But it was my own, something told me to put it away, and I didn't. I didn't think it would break. It wasn't glass. Thankfully. So anyways, thank you for letting me to just spill my guts, and I felt so bad about it. And Dawn, yes, it is used in animal shelters. It is true. I volunteered at animal shelters. I went to animal shelters when I was in school to become a vet tech. Yes, we do use Dawn. So, great getting oil and dirt and even used for fleas, but just don't get it in their eyes. It's still, you don't want to get soap in an animal's eye. Once, not going to go into it. So take care of your fur babies. Watch out for them. And be good to yourself, and as always, blessed be.